Hi everyone, this is Sneha. Hope you guys are doing well. So we have 1 week left in 2022. And you know what that means. Most people are probably busy working on their 2023 goals. And I'm going to use this opportunity to say use this time and journal and do scripting on your 2022 goals and how far you've come. Do a retrospective. That's the PM in me. What did you plan for? What did you accomplish? What worked? What didn't work? How did you change throughout the course of the time? And how did you grow? What type of a person were you in the beginning of 2022? And what type of a person are you now towards the end of 2022? These are things that will help us in becoming a better version of ourselves and even have better goals for 2023. These all part of life. And I've noticed when I do this, because I've used the same type of retrospective in my projects that I've managed in the corporate world, it has helped me tremendously in doing lots of personal growth. And I used to wonder about this for years. I'm like, I should apply this in my personal life. Now, I knew I was manifesting some of my personal goals subconsciously. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I was consciously aware, but I wasn't quite sure. For example, in 2020, when I had my awakening, I started putting all this stuff out there. I actually manifested that because a couple years ago, I saw some other female entrepreneur that was doing that. And I'm like, one day that would be so good if that was me. I mean, she has so much strength and so much courage. And guess what? I'm there. So it's a great experience to have gone through. And while I've changed the course of what I'm sharing on social media throughout the last year for my goals, I will continue sharing truth bombs on social media in different capacities on Instagram and Facebook because I have different audiences. But at the same time, I'm going to continue focusing on myself in the coming years. I want to expand this knowledge that I have and maybe use it for my good-minded skills. Be that entrepreneur that I always wanted as I was a kid. So maybe my goals may be manifesting sometime soon. Stay tuned on that. But I'm not going to jinx anything. I don't know what. I just know that I am going to take some time off and not be that active in social media and do my own thing in 2023 because times are changing and we have to change with the times. And this is where I say it is really important for us to be conscious and more aware of our surroundings. Observe, pause before we react. I feel like in this year, we're going to see lots of shifts happening as people unfortunately have side effects from these, and kids even, and how they're going to react from what their parents thought was good for them when it wasn't. We trusted the wrong people. And granted that, we trusted them blindly because we didn't know any better. But I'll just tell you this, the information was out there. And many of us were sharing this information, yet lots of people just pushed this aside and said, tinfoil conspiracy theorists. And see, as much as you wanted to be right and you wanted us to be wrong, those of you who fell for the lies, believe me, I didn't want to be right. But the analysis that I've done as an analyst, it just showed me that it was a bunch of lies. Now, and I've even known this as an analyst. You can't tell people, they have to see it. And that's basically what's going to happen in the coming years. It's unfortunate, but we all picked this. We all picked this life. We all picked the family we were going to be born into, the lessons we were going to learn for our soul's evolution. One of the things that I constantly say, we're nothing but souls having a human experience. And so if you remember that and work on activating our DNA, realize our purpose in life. Now, when I say purpose, it doesn't necessarily mean career. It could mean our personal life. It can mean any karmic relationships we need to kind of, stray or get with, These are things that are predestined. And as a manager in the corporate world, who've managed projects from, beginning to end with such details, I try not to do this in my personal life because I know that some of it is beyond my control. And the less we attach we are to our goals, the easier it's going to be for us and the more we enjoy this journey. And I've found many times where I've fixated on a goal. Say this personally, I fixated on having something happen. I ended up disappointed and I ended up getting hurt. And believe me, like I said, we didn't want to be wrong. We didn't want to be right. But, certain things just have to happen, and you have to understand that everything happens for a reason. And this is it. We signed up for this. It's unfortunate. And the only thing we need to do at the end of this is raise our awareness and consciousness and be open to other perspectives. Because the more conscious you are, the more open-minded you are, and the more you're able to handle the truth. And if you're not able to handle the truth, that's how diseases manifest. And especially if you've taken this, you can't avoid the truth. That's because it's going to hurt you in the end. You can't. And I hope I'm wrong. But what I'm observing is not the case. So just be mindful, detox, be careful of what you're putting in your body. This is not a war that you can disregard. It's a spiritual war we're in. And it's very important for us to pay attention. So I hope 2023, people start paying attention and understanding the reality of what's transpired those last couple of years. Even as somebody who's awakened in 2020, I'm just going to say this. I'm still processing what happened in 2020. So I just can't imagine people who are still not recognizing what's happened in 2020 and living life as it was pre-2020. It's just, I can't understand it. I mean, I know I'm open to other perspectives, but it's really hard for me to think about why they're not seeing anything and why they're thinking that everything's okay when there's so much information out there. I know ignorance is bliss, but in this information age, to be ignorant and uninformed of the reality of what's transpired these last couple of years just concludes that they like living under a rock and they like to avoid the truth. And maybe that's what they want in their life. And if you've noticed, I will distance myself from those kind of people because I'm not going to waste my energy on such things. And if they're family or close friends that I have no reasons, no way to avoid, then that's fine. But I will keep my distance for myself. And I'll observe, which is what I'm really good at. I love observing. On that note, please enjoy this last week of 2022. Can't wait to 2023. Cheers to a new beginning, and enjoy. Good luck. And yeah, like my video if you haven't liked it. Give me any comments and subscribe to my channel for more content on these type of topics. Thank you. Enjoy. Bye.